Hi everybody, welcome back to Yunus Cake Tips. Thanks for joining me. I just did a Santa and sledge cake topper out of royal icing for you to decorate your Christmas cake. Now this time I want to show you something else also for Christmas. I always like to look at children's faces when they are looking to Christmas tree. It doesn't matter from which culture or religion they are, their eyes glow together with the lights on the tree. That is more happened if the Christmas tree decorated more interesting things for them. Now we all know that using some edible objects are common practice to decorate Christmas trees, like gingerbread cookies, chocolate, bonbons, and so on. So they are also very much attracted to classic shiny bowls. Used to be out of glass, but these days more out of plastic. They are more secure now. So today I would like to show you how to make those bowls also edible and lift the joy of the children into another level. What you see over here on this table, they are not plastic, they are not glass, they are all out of sugar, isomalt. So I'd like to show you today how to do this very, very easily. Now let me show you what you have to gather together to start with. Normally, you need to have a professional setup to start with the isomalt work. Now, what you see on this table, partially is the original items from the isomalt work, but there's a couple of things that it's a kind of like an alternate way to do it. So I don't want you to go and spend hundreds of dollars to get set up. I will give you some tricks that you can also do it without all those items, all those equipment. So let me go through one after another. What is all those items and can you do without, or if you don't have it, what you can do, and so on. All right. So over here I have a silicone mat. Silicone mat has got such a texture that sugar doesn't stick on it. Even that get a little bit more firmer than liquid condition, it's not going to stick. It can take it in your hand. Of course, you have to wear the gloves. So these are the two small and big silicone sheets. Alternate, you can use Teflon sheets. You could go, if you go to the barbecue stores or like some of the kitchenware shops that they sell like in a roll a Teflon sheet that you can put on your grill or on your barbecue. So those items are quite economical, maybe just $5–6 a sheet, and you can buy them and use them. But this is also not so expensive, not as before. You can have it also from the kitchen shops probably. This is the pump. So that is the original. I guess it's original because it looks like something else. I bought it for many years ago. I guess this is the original one. I just checked on the internet. This is about $50. So if you have another pump which has got two parts, there's a bigger pump here, smaller pump here. You can do small movements with this one. That is about $100, maybe 100 euro sometimes. And then this one, what do you have over here? That is an alternative way. What do you call this? Like camera cleaning puffer. That's about $4 in eBay. So what does it do? So when you push it, the air goes out, and then when you release it, the air sucks from inside here, from back inside here. So there's always one-way flow for the air. So if this one pushing, and then when you're releasing and the air sucks from everywhere, that's not going to work. All right, this has to go only one way. So you better check that before you buy that is one-way pump. All right, so that is the pump. All right, and we have a bit of copper over here. Copper is a good connection to the sugar, very easily to connect. So this is a plastic. It may happen a little bit quickly, just worn out here because of the heat of the sugar. You can also add in front of it a piece of copper pipe to make it right. All right, so this is a thermometer, and this is a digital thermometer. When I point over here, and this is about, over here is about 30 degrees, and if I do it on the wall, it's also the same, and then if I do it on the ceiling, a little bit different whatsoever. So that is quite good because the instantaneous information when you're boiling sugar. So today I'm going to use this, but at the same time I'm going to show you without it. So there are certain times that you use in the microwave, and for a certain amount you only have to check like how many seconds the items in the microwave, and you will get there somehow. All right, so we have here vinegar, white vinegar, and the teaspoon inside. We have some royal icing here, which is going to be used for decorating those bowls with some ornaments on it, some pipings on it. I have a blue gel color here. Gel color is good because it melts very quickly, and it doesn't also affect the sugar, affect the isomalt. I'm saying sugar and isomalt when I say sugar, that means isomalt. Isomalt actually is not a sugar. It's like a sugar substitute. It's not a sugar, but it's act like sugar. So that is the powder here. You can buy from the cake decorating supplies, and I'm not so sure online also, of course, available. You can just order it. All right. I have here two little wire, which is the flower wire. I will use them later on to attach to the back of these bowls to hang it on the tray. So this is quite helpful. All right. And then you can call this gars torch or creme brulee torch. You need to have this kind of flame to have, if something goes wrong, it's not on time, you can have the little bit of help of the heat that you can continue to work with. So I have here a couple of cones to make the piping ready, and coffee cup. Today we're going to use only coffee cup. And then I also give you a kind of recipe here. I will use 3 tablespoons isomalt, which is 50 gram, 1 teaspoon white vinegar, which is 2 gram, and we're going to use 30 seconds first, and after that we're mixing. After that 30 seconds, it will reach about 150 degrees, and after that we add the color, and we're going to go another 20 seconds here, and to reach about 170 to 180 degrees, which doesn't make much difference. Actually quite critical, the temperature is correct, but if you have a little bit more acid inside, like vinegar inside, it will not make too much difference. All right, so then I have protection. This is a Shell and Shine from Dinky Doodle, but you can find also other brands, of course. That is a confectionery glaze. What does it do? When we happy with the shape, when the sugar is ready, that the isomalt ball is ready, we have to cover right away with that protection, which is the shellac and alcohol mixture. It will make it like a sheet, it's kind of like a shield on it. It will separate from the air, the humidity from the air. Otherwise, it will get wet. So definitely it will get wet, because this country in Australia, we have about 60, 70, sometimes 65, 75, whatever sort of like humidity here. That's already good enough to wet the sugar, wet the isomalt. If you are in the countries like you know, Nevada or Vegas or something, that will be only 40% humidity. You don't need that coverage after, you don't have the protection anyway. All right, so but that's over here. If you want to measure everything with the gram, you have to have a digital thermometer which measure very small increments. Like this one measure a spoon digital thermometer. It will measure 1/10 of a gram. So you can measure half a gram or 0.2 gram or something like this. All right, so that's quite useful. What else we have here? All right, those balls are, I done that yesterday. I protect them with this Shell and Shine, and then they're all nice and dry now. As you see over here, I can handle it. It's not sticky at all. No problem at all. I'm gonna make one more, at least maybe 2 for you. So very important, we're dealing with a very hot substance that we're gonna hold in the hand. So when the sugar is ready, when the isomalt is ready, it is about 170, 180 degrees. You cannot touch it. It will burn you to third degree burn. You have to cool it down on that silicone mat, and to get about 75 at least, and maybe more, about 60, 65 degrees, then you can hold it in the hand. To do that, even the 60 degrees is very hot for you to bear. You have to wear plastic gloves or surgical gloves. This is a hospital grade. That is fantastic. It doesn't really tell. You can pull it and you can just stretch it. Doesn't happen anything. It's good. And if you starting first time with isomalt, it may still be too hot for you. You get some blisters or whatsoever. You can also use those cotton gloves. You wear this one first. All right. Make sure it's on your size. And after that, you put that plastic gloves on top of it. You know, it's got a bit sort of like hard, but it's happened at the end. So when you go like this, you can have the movement, you have the flexibility. All right. After that, the heat of the sugar, it doesn't really hurt you so much. All right. So that just will be quite useful to do it this way. If you try a little bit more, it will fit nicely into your fingers. No problem. Today I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use just the plastic gloves. But just to give you like alternate way that protect your hands from the too much heat. All right. So as I said at the beginning, I'm going to show you how to make it very, very easy, but it still needs a lot of practice. There's a lot of sort of like understanding. So you may not achieve at the first time. Very, very easy. As I said, you have to achieve that a couple of times after. So that is actually a kind of technique that pastry chefs gathering or getting this information or getting this ability to do it after a few years. So, but because I've done it so many times, I will give you some tips that will be shorten the time, maybe not right away, but you'll get it very, very soon. All right, let's already get these things on the side and start doing it. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot. That is the piece of plastic. It could be a cardboard. Like just make a like little circle like this, little ring like this, and stick them with the sticky tape like that. All right, just nice and easy, nicely like that, and then this will hold the sugar in the right place. So as you see that, if you put it on the table, it will roll around, so it will be just standing like this. This also helps you to decorate without sort of disturbing. All right, let's curl it up and start right away. Okay, let's go. I have here one coffee cup. I'm going to using for coffee cup for only producing one portion, just a little pieces which can be done quickly in the microwave, and then when it's finished we're going to start all over again for the next one. So when you see the YouTube videos, other isomalt videos, you see that people using a bigger bowl, maybe 2 liters saucer pot, and then after that they boil a lot more sugar than what we do, a lot more isomalt than what we're doing over here, and then they're keeping under the heat lamp so you can use it longer. But coffee cup for one time it will be good enough, all right? Because and we don't also have the heat lamp. So 1, 2, and 3. That's approximately 50 gram, maybe a few gram less or more, right? And then 1 full teaspoon of vinegar. All right? That goes in the microwave for 30 seconds. Make sure the microwave is just the plate is nice in the middle and it rotates. So it's rotating, good. 30 seconds first. Good. As you see, one side is boiling, another side not boiling, because in a microwave things get liquid, hot, get hotter quicker. All right? Then I put back again another 30 seconds. Okay, it's completely melted. Then I shake it up. 145 can be 150, doesn't matter. All right. Then I put dot of blue color here. Good. And mix a little bit. And after that, back in the microwave. That goes another 20 seconds. So 30, take it out, mix it, another 30, becomes 150, 145 degrees. After another 20 seconds, it should end up around 170, 180 degrees. 179, that's all right, as long as no over 180 degrees. And then turn like this, so make sure that there's no dripping out, so you can use the same bowl again for the next shot. Okay. Right. So at this stage, what I like to do, I'm going to take a little bit of sugar over here, coat this to the side. That makes it ready to grab the sugar later on when we're joining. If you don't do that, it will be very difficult. You probably have to heat the pipe to join it with the sugar. Right? So just go like this around and make sure it's all connected. That's it, they're ready. All right. So we're going to wait for a while now, maybe about 3-4 minutes. This one gets a bit cooler so we can take it in the hand. So after some time, that isomalt becomes a little bit more cooler. So when we touch like this and do that, it starts folding. Folding means also cooling down. All right. Change the location because it's hot, this is cooler. So you change location to speed up. Okay. The small one is quite useful because you can put directly in the microwave. Sometimes you're not fast enough, so you can just, if the sugar gets too quickly cold, you can put just a few seconds in the microwave again, and you reheat it again. You can just get back to the truck, you know. Make sure you not grab this one too early, otherwise it will stick to your hand. Okay. Cool it down. Just pull a couple of times. Every time you pull, you're capturing actually air bubble inside. The air bubble becomes like a long tube inside and becomes like a silky look, right? So if you do this one too early, the pulling, the air bubbles become back to the round shape, bubble shape, so the silkiness will lose. Right? Okay, once this one happened, give a bit of knead, turn the whole lot into a little ball, right? But just kneading like a bread dough, so it becomes like a one side is joining, another side is a nice and round. So do this, okay, and then you find the joining part, which is this one, push it down flat, all right, and then you just make a disc, at the same time turning to like a ball, all right. Make sure that everywhere is the same thickness. Okay, and then this ball now slowly turn to a cup shape. Like that. Okay. And close the mouth a little bit smaller. And then get this one here and join it. So sugar to sugar, it sticks quite easily. And then once you put ones like this, you see there's no escape, that means you achieve already the connection. All right. Give a bit of air inside so that keep the shape. And then start straining the neck over here a little bit, like this, but make sure you don't close the gate. Okay, always keep the pressure inside. Okay. And after that, you just do this, pulling to the sort of like a pipe before the body. All right, just like a pear shape. All right, just like this, and then don't close the gap. All right. That's already good enough. And after that, you make a kind of like a beginning point. So where the ball starts, the below it, okay? Just do this. Make sure you're not close to the gap again. Good, all right? That's already very good start, okay? I have my neck over here so I can disconnect, and I have my beginning part, like this, the mark here that I can turn to a ball from now onwards, all right? Now I have to take my time, because if I take it too quickly, the ball will appear and then after disappear, because it will be like it's sinking down, okay? So I have to now very slowly control the shape, all right? So I'm just managing that, the round ball shape, all right, like that. I can also blow a little bit for cooling down. Normally I have a little electric operated fan, so it will help me a little bit. Good. So more I wait, more cool down, so my shaping will be more effective, all right? I can still feel very hot. I just wait for a while. See that basically the most important thing is that you get this pipe, and after that you suddenly start the ball shape. I just achieved that with the scissor to marking on around the neck. Okay? I feel now getting ready, so we can give a bit more pressure. Do not complete your target size while the sugar is still hot, all right? It can still very hot, right? So when you have an indentation like this, put the air above and then just comes up again. All right. So I want to get about this size. So this is still too small. What vinegar does when you put in the isomalt, so it's got the acidity, and then the acid and sugar or isomalt together, it will make it much more elastic. So actually what's happening is once the sugar is hot, it will be quite sort of like a soft that you can shape, and the shape will lose very quickly. But on the other hand, when it's too hot, it's unbearable, it's too hot. So that vinegar does, the sugar is cooling down to the bearable heat, but you can still shape it. It's still soft, all right? It's still movable, all right? That's why the acid makes a biggest role, right? And then also that, of course, the disadvantage is when you put more acid, it becomes more hygroscopic. It becomes wet quicker. So you have to take your precaution with the confectioner glaze much quicker, all right? So I'm almost there. I just give a bit more pressure. I'll wait just a couple of seconds more to get a bit more clear. So when I push over here, you see like it's still moving a little bit down. So it doesn't really stabilize the shape yet, but it's nice. Right. It takes a bit time, but it's worth at the end to make the kids so happy when they see that they like it, and after that they can never need it. All right. So I will cool down a little bit more. Now what I like to do, I'm going to get this one hot. Make sure this is not in front of it. All right, this is very combustion. This very quickly get the flame. All right, it has to be separate from each other. Okay, that's already final. So what I like to do, I'm going to give a bit of heat over here. All right, just like this, very small, quickly. All right, and after that, use my scissor to cut. Still not soft enough. Build up a bit more pressure inside, and after that go back here. All right, and use scissor, slowly pushing and turning at the same time. But what I also do, I'm just closing the passage, so the air will capture inside. That's it. Beautiful. And after that, heating up just a little bit and touch down to make it nice and neat. All right. So that's it. Our Christmas tree decoration ball is ready. So what I like to do now, I'm going to take my protection sheet, which is another sheet. I'll get my cellophane sheet over here to spray, because this spray is going to stick everywhere. You cannot clean it, so it has to be protected. Tabletop has to be protected. Right? Put it here. All right. First this one. Fire is off. Make sure. That's ready. And after that, you turn around and do the style. That's it, guys. I'm gonna wait for a while now till this the glaze is nice and settled that I can touch again. So I'm gonna start decorating with the royal icing. Let me show you how to get this piece out before we start with the royal icing. So you can actually just smash this on the somewhere on the heart, on the table over there, but the isomalt will just jump everywhere. It just will be very difficult to clean after that. So all what you do, very simple. You heat it up, you on the heat, and heat the pipe here, the copper pipe, this part. Okay, the heat will travel in the front, and I will just push it like that, and that's ready for the next one because there's already good enough sugar over here to connect to the next lot. All right, and also this one don't use anymore. You can use it if it's not too wet, but if it's already start getting wet, that means you have to throw away. It's not going to be right because the wet will be crystallized later on. All right, so let's choose this one to. Actually, I just want to do it again, but it doesn't make sense because I have done already one, how to blow that sugar, and I will do exactly the same thing again and again, so to get the same thing again. So that means you can watch the video one more time and one more time, exactly the same thing. All right, so let's do that connection to the tree. So I have here a small flower wire, all right, and then you can just bend any way you like, because you can bend later on also again. So just like this, all right, that will be good enough to hold, and then take this one and heat this one up. Make sure that you're not heating too much, otherwise you burn your hands. So just like this. See they become hot, the red? Okay. Poke it inside here and then wait for a while. All right. That's it. That will hold. All right. You can also bend a little bit the end bit, maybe just make it a little hook so it holds quicker. All right, that's it. So that will be just enough to hold the ball on the tray. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and then do the royal icing part. Royal icing. I have already pre-mixed. I always keep them in a jar. So of course, when you keep them so long, it becomes like a sloppy. It's not going to be good. So you give it just a spoon inside and then turn a couple of turns like this. Because of the vinegar inside, I use also white vinegar inside. It will turn to a nice and stiff, sort of creamy texture back again. Right? I don't want to make too creamy because I want to have royal icing flow out from the nozzle, from the cone, and just like sticks on the surface easily. So that's good. All right. All right. Just a little bit, not much. Right? Maybe a little bit more. All right, put this here. Okay. Stick it on. Okay, that's just nice. Maybe I want a little bit more. All right. All what I will do, just the C's and S's and then interlocking each other. So that's all what I want to do. Just start over here and then make one S. All right, like that. And then you put another one here, maybe one little C. And after that, you make another C here, or like comma shape. All right, that here. Just nice curlies like this. All right. After that, continue. Make another S. Like that, and continue all around. All right. Just make a decision before you start doing it, where you're going to make a turn. All right. And then continue. Just go like this. You can also put like little dots in between, like one dot here, one dot there, one dot there, and then one dot here. Just maybe from connections like this. All right. To make it a bit more interesting. All right, just like this. Right? After that, continue. So, starting from one place, nice big S. After that, turning like this, make another comma and C. Maybe another C here. Not in a very particular order, just continue, all right? And then fill it up with some dots. I mean, with this way you can make a lot of other different designs, little flowers or some lines or something. I like to have like a kind of homogenized, same type of thing filling up everywhere, because then we can just continue without worry about to make any mistake. All right, I'm just going to continue piping now, go a little bit more further and come back to you. The isomalt ball stay on this ring comfortably. You can reach on this side and you can pipe things around. All right, it will take about half an hour to finish completely in one side and then royal icing dry, so you can take in the hand and turn around, or you can place it into the other side. Right, if this one gets a bit more shorter, you can bend a bit shorter, and then you can place it on the side and you continue from this side. Okay, so what I will do now, I'm going to pipe a little bit more on this one side. All right, so when I look at over here, so I want to have it not too full on the bottom side, so I'm going to make now, I put a little bit more dots over here, more heavier on this side. So it's like fill up this, all those empty gaps. All right, and turn around and then put less dots over here. And then go like this. So that means like a bit more snowy effect at the lower part. Just want to try to make it simple. All right. You can actually do a lot of things yourself on other ones if you have. All right. That's it. So when you hang this in the tree, it will stay nicely and it will look quite nice. All right. So our edible Christmas tree ball is now ready to go. I hope making this ball is not too complicated for you again. So make sure you're not endangering yourself and the kids around. As I said, melted isomalt is very hot substance and can be very, very harmful. So that is all for today, guys, for me. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay tuned with us. God bless, be good, and see you on my next video. Ho, ho, ho. Bye for now.